DeMarco Murray has finally decided to take one of those NFL gigs that have been knocking on his door for a few years now. And you know what? It's been a long time coming. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Who do you think should be the next running back coach at Oklahoma? I got a couple of candidates in mind, but one that I'm putting in the headline because, well, I genuinely believe that this is the choice to go get, dog. Like, I realized that Deshaun Foster went from being a running backs coach to a head coach to now maybe a running backs coach. But given what he was doing as a running backs coach, I think he's worth giving a look to. There's also an up-and-comer and a guy like, oh my goodness, I really like Tommy Robinson, but that's not who came to mind. I think the Oklahoman put that one out. Like they were like UTSA running backs coach Tommy Robinson. I'm like, no, I don't think that's a great fit. But given how important the running back position is, right? There's a couple of people that I could think for on that one. Like, I'm gonna say it in here, and I'm not gonna put it in the title because I'm gonna make sure that y'all got at least a minute into this before we start talking, because some of y'all just scrub it. What's Cale Gundy doing? Like dead ass. Like what's Cale Gundy doing? Are we gonna keep doing this? Like in this age in 2026? Are we really gonna look at this position and not go, I don't know, who is the best running backs coach that Oklahoma's ever had? Who's the guy that recruited not just Adrian Peterson, but DeMarco Murray and Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine and it keeps Kennedy Brooks. Like you keep going. Think of all the tailbacks that have come through Oklahoma since Cale Gundy joined the staff in 1998, and think about what they've accomplished. And at a position that frankly ain't been that great, it's been pretty bad. As a matter of fact, there's outside of Eric Gray, who are you assigning to to DeMarco Murray as an outstanding tailback at Oklahoma? Who are you doing it with? You know, and one of the things that I was really fascinated by was the absence of Jaden Ott last year. Being in the doghouse is one thing, but in January, that dude showed up at the Senior Bowl and came out as one of the best tailbacks to feature there. Why? Because he could pass block. Now, wouldn't you want a pass block and tailback next to John Mateer in 2025 when it feels like everybody's lighting him up? And if you give him a little bit of time to run around a little bit more, he's going to do some more of that magic stuff, some of that playmaking stuff, some of that quarterback stuff. I think that's kind of, I think that's the job. But as one former NFL coach told me, is RJ, I feel you on the pass pro. I do. I feel you on the pass pro. Pass protection is very important, and it is the thing that absolutely separates the good from the great, especially at the NFL level. But the position is still running back. Teach them how to run with the football. Teach them how to hit holes, bide their time, because we're going to block you to the second level, and then you do some of that in and out, zig and zag and dead leg and running, trucking over folks to the end zone type stuff. Like, Kennedy Brooks is a great example of this because, like, I mean, Kennedy Brooks was a walking, talking first down that just didn't look like much. He was one of the most infuriating dudes for other defensive coordinators to watch because he would just be doing that. He would somehow end up with 11 or 12 yards or bust one for 40. He would never outrun you, but it's still more, it's more the same on that one. I think if you looked at Cale and you really want to look at what he did to get himself fired, what was not going to be able to get be abided by, you really want to run this one back, especially with a new athletic director like Roger Denny and a new general manager like Jim Nagy, and you want to put him through his paces, I think you'll be able to do that. But I don't necessarily think that that's going to be the thing that I don't think that there's that many Sooner fans in the world that want to see Cale Gundy not be the running backs coach, put it that way. Now that I've put that one out, because that's number 2 on the list and not the guy that I put in the headline, but I think Tashard Choice is the guy to try to go get. Make Tashard Choice say no. Tashard Choice, who was once at Oklahoma, was great tailbacks coach at Texas. Now he's the running backs coach at Detroit Lions. Now, that's a tough place to pull somebody away from because you got Jahmyr Gibbs doing Jahmyr Gibbs stuff. And I really, 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 really think that it's kind of cool that he's become what he's become over the last few years. But given what Oklahoma has lacked at tailback and given the star power that he might add, let alone the development of guys like Xavier Robinson, guys like Torrey Blaylock, and then you can bring in more, I don't think you get to sit on your laurels on this one. I think you have to go swinging for the fences. I think you got to go get a running back with a coach with a name. I don't think this is a developmental position anymore for Oklahoma, especially given what Bill Bedenbaugh's offensive line has to do in 2026 and how much better you expect them to be in 2026. A lot of guys can coach running backs, a lot of good running backs coaches out there. But with the star power and the gravitas to go into rooms and pull out dudes, pull out guys, we're lacking in that. Like this used to be a position where you could point at that guy and say, that's the best recruiter on your football staff, running backs coach. You could send him into any room and he would lay the groundwork for the head coach to come in there and close. Cale Gundy was outstanding at that, man. And I thought that's what DeMarco was going to be, given his background and given what DeMarco accomplished in the NFL. And now he's going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, sure, dog. Like, I get it. I understand. It's DeMarco Murray. But that ain't what I'm looking for. So as I go through it, I could definitely see Deshaun Foster getting a look, and that could fit. He's got star power because he's been a head coach. People know who he is, and I don't think what he did at UCLA is going to follow him as a running backs coach. But yeah, he might not want to do that. He actually might want to go back to the league. I also see Cale Gundy being a problem for somebody, and perhaps Cale doesn't want to get back in coaching. Maybe the dude's having a good time mowing his lawn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's entirely possible. I haven't spoken to Cale about this. For those of you that asked, it's just I would float this before I would shoot it out of the air. Like I want to see if this would float because I think it's not a bad idea. And then Tashard Choice would just be a home run. Like that would just work for everyone. You have a guy that understands what the program is about, who's coached on the other side of it, right, with Texas, who has developed outstanding tailbacks and got and brought even better tailbacks to the place. Feels like it could win, right? But that's me. That's where I'm at on it. So if you like Tashard Choice or even Cale Gundy, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Where if there's someone else that you want to like to see be the next running backs coach at Oklahoma, love to hear it.